Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining this Women in Tech, the Netherlands event series, Passion and Technology event. My name is Eris Galdos. I am a member from the Women in Tech Dutch chapter, and I'm here together with three fantastic women. So first, please let me introduce to my co-host, Cristina Garcia Abela. And then we will introduce you our fantastic speakers, Helen Garcia Morano from Airbus and Gloria Figueroa from SAP the Netherlands. From Green Token by SAP Global. And now, please, Cristina, could you please introduce yourself?
First of all, thank you, everyone. Special thank you to our speakers and for all the people that will join this event. So I'm Cristina Garcia Albela. I'm a mechanical engineer working in the Netherlands, but originally from Spain. And I'm delighted to organize and co-host this Passion and Technology event with my colleague and friend Grace. And I just hope that everyone really enjoys this event.
Thank you very much, Cristina. And I just would like to share how happy I am to run this event together with you, because it is so really relevant. And now I would like to explain why is this so relevant for us. But first, I would like to give some space for our customers, for our audience. We have a lot of people joining from LinkedIn, via YouTube. So for many countries already. Welcome, everybody. Please, if you can say where are you coming from, that would be great, because then we have an idea how international is our audience. Yes. Yeah, we see Teresa, Natalia, Saina, Angelica. Okay, the name growing.
Look like really international.
They are really international, indeed. So first, we would like to share how did we came to this idea together with Cristina. And for that, please, I will be sharing my screen. If you give me a second. Can you please share my screen? Can you see my screen?
Not yet, Grace.
Okay, then we will move forward without it. But why is this important? As you know, in the technology industry, there is a huge gap in tech. And at the current relative pace, the gender gap will be closed in Western Europe in 52 years, in North America, 61 years, in Latin America and the Caribbean, about 68, and in all other regions, over 100 years. And who is saying this is the World Economic Forum with their global gender gap report of 2021. So this is really these numbers are really ringing a lot of bells, right? Mm-hmm. I'm worried. So we really need to do everything what is in our hands to close this gender gap. And there are many reasons why it exists. And the point we would like to address today is we would like to inspire women, young women, women already with a career working, or women with a career in tech that maybe are having a challenging time. We want to inspire women to have a meaningful career in tech. And what do we mean with meaningful in this case? It's a career where they can follow their passions, where they feel motivated to go to work, where they feel really happy with the work they are doing, in order to have a sustainable career in tech. Okay, why sustainable? Because it's a career that you can develop through the years, and not that you will be stopping because of different reasons. So we really would like to contribute to this happiness with a happy career in tech. And we have here very good examples with Helen Garcia Morano and Gloria Figueroa. But first, we would like to introduce, we would like to let you more about women in tech. And in this case, for this specific event, the collaboration with SAP Business Women Network. So please, Christina, could you please...
yeah, if you can, Grace, please enter my screen.
Sure.
Meeting. Yeah. So, well, Women in Tech is basically an international organization, and we have a mission, as Grace said. We want to close the gender gap, and we want to empower girls and women all around the world to, like really feel part of technology. And we have, let's say, an end date that is 2030. And then our organization focuses on 5 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. In this case, we have gender equality, education, entrepreneurialism, social inclusion, science and technology and innovation. When we are an organization that is growing, we are here representing the chapter in the Netherlands. But yeah, as you can see, step to step, Women in Tech is growing, and we have already 25 different chapters all over the world. So yeah, I hope that all the audience feel represented with our different chapters. Let me change the slide. Here we have a bit more input of our different objectives and how we try to go for them. So what we do is organize events and different initiatives, basically in our free time. We are a group of amazing ladies here in the Netherlands. This is how our tribe looks like. We are, let's say, our president is Cara, amazing leader in this case, and also with help of Lieke. But basically, we are a group of women that work on one way or another related with technology, and we put our time and our soul to try to create this kind of events for all of us and to really make a difference in how women and girls feel, in technology. So I think that is enough for now, Grace.
Yes, thank you very much for the introduction, Christina. And of course, I cannot let this opportunity go to talk to you about what happened this weekend. I mean, starting on Sunday, ending yesterday, these last 3 days, the Women in Tech Global Summit took place in Paris and was an amazing summit where everybody was invited. And of course, you need to register yourself, but it was amazing. We have people from 30 different nationalities, speakers from all over the world flight, from Africa, from the US, from Canada, from, I don't know. We have people from many nationalities. And as cherry on the cake, I am very proud to share with you that Business Women Network, Women in Tech, the Netherlands, won the prize of excellence, the Women in Tech Global Excellence Award. So here I would like to congratulate one more time to our chapter leads, Cara Antoine and Lieke Lam.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had opportunity, maybe one of the people in the audience had the opportunity to join. Otherwise, I have a video I would like to share with you, so you have a little impression of
feeling.
So please let me share my screen. And please let me know if you can see my screen.
No, Grace.
1 second, please. Stop sharing, and I will share again. Share. Please let me know.
No, we hear it, but we can't see it. Now.
Now you can see, right?
Yeah.
And with that, I hope you have a little impression about what happened in Paris. And I cannot be more proud about Women in Tech Global Movement. And please stay tuned, because next year we will have a new summit. I cannot give you too many details, but you will see all the information on via LinkedIn or network. So now, thank you very much for introduction also, Christina. And I also would like to mention that SAP Business Women Network is proud supporting different virtual events, and this is one of these events I'm talking about. So I also would like to spend 1 minute to share with you what are we doing at SAP. So please let me know if you can see my screen. And I'm sharing now. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Yes. Okay. I just one more time, please. Share screen. And now should be working. Can you see it?
No, something goes wrong with the share screen today.
Sharing a window. Yeah, it is.
Now, yes.
Yes, thank you. Now, Business One Network at SAP is an employee-driven network, and our main purpose is to help women to advance their career at SAP. In other words, empower women. And with this, our purpose is to connect, grow, and lead. The topic for this year is Drive Impact with Intention. And what do we mean with thrive? So we would like to foster diversity, relationships between women, but also with our male colleagues, because we see them as allies. We embrace inclusion, and we would like women to have more visibility, and we are looking for more equity. We are an employee network with 90 chapters. It's an internal network, and with 15,000 members worldwide. And we have more than 50 executive sponsors. And more than 250 employees are volunteering for this chapter lead. I am one of them. And this Thomas Sauersig and Julia White are our executive sponsors from SAP at global level. And here at SAP Business One Network in the Netherlands, I am part of this local chapter with Herda Slachter in the lead. And we have also Evelyn Jesurum, Vike Verhausen, Marielle Helmons, Harima, Shiva Stava, and Martine Fase. These are our team members, and Maria Wine is our executive sponsor. Now, what I would like to share with you is that SAP Netherlands is a proud to support women in tech the Netherlands, and this is an example of some of the events we have been supporting. So many topics relevant for to close the gender gap, and of course this one we are talking about today. Now, thank you very much for your attention, and without further ado, I think we could start introducing our great speakers.
Yeah. Thank you, Grace. So, first of all, I'm going to introduce Gloria Figueroa. So, Gloria Figueroa works right now as a product consultant at Green Token by SAP here in the Netherlands. I would like to define Gloria maybe as a sustainability lover. It's a feeling which has been involved since 2016. Right now, for example, she focuses more on continuous improvement of the solution, and she's helping basically international, really huge international organizations to try to work or find a way to solve the challenges in sustainability supply chain management. I hope I said it okay, Gloria, and please.
That's perfect, Christina. Thank you so much. Grace as well for organizing this, and to Belen as well for being a speaker together with me and having me here today. I'm very excited, very delighted to be here.
Thank you, Gloria. And our second speaker, it's Belen Garcia Molano. So Belen is VP and Technology and Development Director for Airborne Defense and Space. You have been working there for a long time, Belen, and you have been developing different roles. From your side, I would like to highlight that you define yourself as really committed to inclusion and diversity, and that you are part of different groups and initiatives that work for that. And also some of them are related with women in tech. So really, together with this event are in the same line. So thank you, Belen, for joining us today.
Thank you, Christina, Grace, for inviting me, for inviting Airbus to this wonderful event. And thank you, Gloria, for participating. I think we will enjoy a lot.
Yeah. So now, Grace, you are mute.
Yes, thank you very much for the introductions. Now I can see in the chat that many people are joining, most of them from LinkedIn, and we have people also from different continents. So great, welcome everybody again. And then in order to, to create a common understanding on passion, I would like to invite you to go to mentimeter.com. And we will make a short quiz about how would you describe passion in your job or business in one word. It's a very challenging, of course, because always challenging to do that in one word. So please go to mentimeter.com and I will put the code of that you need to enter to fill in your answers in the chat. Also, we share the screen so we can see what people will be filling. So let me share my screen again.
Let's see what our speaker or our audience, think about passion.
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Not yet, Grace.
Yes.
No, it's
now
loading,
we are here, and just let me see if we have the first volunteers. Belen, Christina, Gloria, you can also join, of course. We will give
teamwork.
Oh, teamwork, nice. Don't be shy, ladies or gentlemen, of course, because welcome today. So don't be shy and let us know what do you think about. Again, you only need to go to mentimeter.com and then enter the password I have put in the chat. So it's 410578.
Together, collaboration. Results. Grace.
Yes, I think we have some words.
Oh.
Yes. Now I can see indeed inspiration, collaboration together, results, happiness, motivation, teamwork. Okay, that is what our audience is thinking when they think about passion in, and as we can summarize that teamwork, together, collaboration. These three words, means to work in a team, worthy. Yeah, the people is yes. Now, thank you about for sharing, and I think we can move to the panel discussion, right, Christina?
Yeah, let's discover what our speakers think about passion.
Yes, and I would like to make a question for both of you, Belen and Gloria, because the topic, passion is sometimes not easy to understand, and can be even more difficult to find, right? So for many people, and for many people, it can be challenging to discover what are they passionate about at their work, what motivates them. How did you discover? Because we know you are very passionate about your jobs. How did you manage to discover your passions? And please share with us, what is it for you? Would you like to start, Belen?
Sure. Well, to be honest, my passion is this aerospace world that I am living since 22 years, Christina, long time, as you said. And please don't make numbers. I don't want to say any more about that. For me, really, I discovered my passion by chance. When I was a child, my only role models were teachers or nurses as women. So it was really a challenge to think beyond that. I loved maths, I loved physics, science, and when I was in secondary school, one of my teachers suggested that maybe engineering was a good opportunity to build my future. I had never ever thought about that. And that was the reason why I became an engineer, and I really love this work. And I don't want the girls not to think about this because they don't have any reference. And that's why I think it is so important to be in these events, to really be role models for our children, for any of the girls that can see us, to know that it is possible to be this engineer or technical career, even being a woman.
Yeah.
Great. I think it is very important to be exposed in an environment but maybe you, as you mentioned, Belen, it was by accident, right? It's not something that you plan, but since you are exposed in an environment where you can figure out what will be relevant for you. But yeah, and this is what we need to do. I think that's why it's important that you are here with us today, because you can be also this role model, and this is the environment that we are creating at this moment in order to inspire people who can be joining us now, and maybe also watch the replay and see these testimonials. Thank you for that, Belen. And how about you, Gloria?
Yes, so for me, it was also by chance. It was pure coincidence. So my big passion in life is sustainability. And I first came across the topic back in 2016 when I was still a student, and I was doing a minor in Brazil and following some sustainability courses. And there I really came closer to nature, and also came across to first articles and videos about sustainability and the circular economy in particular. And it was the first time I heard about it. And for me, it was truly love at first sight. To make it a bit corny, I couldn't believe what I was reading. It was so fascinating to me. And I knew also from that moment on that wasn't only my passion, but also my calling in life. So I was just sure from that moment, I'm going to do something with sustainability. I wasn't sure how, when, or what, but I set my mind to it from that moment on.
Yeah, and I think it's really nice, Gloria, that you already mentioned two different words like nature and technology, because sometimes I think as we don't have those roles, sometimes when we are younger, we think technology or engineering or these kind of things are like going to a fabric, like, to a production line or to an office every day.
Yeah.
So, and here you have joined already two completely different things like nature and technology, and how can, they work together, no?
Mm-hmm.
So that's really, really nice.
Yes, and very nice to hear about how you do discover it in different moments, in different, environments, at different age. So now it's great to hear that the experience are different. So we are not giving a recipe today. So just showing how the journey can be, the journey to discover your passion, and then think about technology as an enabler. Yes.
Yes, so I'm going to go for another question. This one will be for Belén. Belén, do you agree that technology can be like a tool or enable to really materialize your passions? In the case that yes, could you give an example for us and the audience?
Well, Christina, indeed, I love this question because for me, the engineers and the people who work in technology world, we have really the capability to take these dreams and become a reality. So who could ever dream of going to the moon, flying?
Yeah.
These are dreams come true. And this is thanks to the technology and to the passionate engineers and people working around it who make it possible. And just a dream that I have is to help humanity in the natural disasters, for instance. To avoid them, maybe still a bit far away, but at least to avoid people suffering is something that is already happening. And I will give you an example that happened indeed in Spain. I think we all saw La Palma volcano that broke the peace of this wonderful island Sunday afternoon at lunchtime. And we saw with horror in the TV what was happening there. What happened before, so since 20 days before, we saw from space, from the satellites, we saw the images that were showing that something was going to happen. We could not really know exactly when or what was going to happen, but we knew that something was going to happen, something important. And that's why everyone was ready, everyone was prepared. And it was thanks to this preparation that we have to thank no human being was injured in this situation. And this is what we want to do now. We want to go a step beyond and use artificial intelligence to really know when and where it will happen for the next time, to be even more prepared.
Yeah, indeed, that's I think really impressed. For me, that I'm from Spain also, so I never I can't imagine the moment for or how people felt there, but at least they could save their lives, and that is the most important. And as you said, thanks for these small things are called technology. They could do something about it. So thank you so much for your answer, Belén. Grace, we missed you. You are mute, Grace.
Yes, I also would like to comment on what you just mentioned, Belén. Sometimes, a situation where we see, a very bad situation can be an invitation to think about how can we solve it. And surprisingly, maybe in the past was not like that, but surprisingly nowadays, if you think very careful, you will see that technology can play a role in almost all situations. So, and during this Women in Tech Summit, many of our speakers mentioned so many examples of how technology can be, can be the game changer in situations that you will not imagine. So, yeah, I think we should think about when we are facing a challenging situation personally or for communities or countries. Maybe we should be able to think about, okay, this is what I would like to change this, and then think which are the technology tools, the digital tools that can help me to change this.
Totally.
Yeah.
Now I have also a question for Gloria. So the question is, how when you decide to go for a career on technology, was first the technology that inspired you, or you say, okay, now I want to follow my passions, and then you thought about, oh, this technology can help me to accomplish my goal and to pursue my passions? How was the experience for you, or you realized later that passion and technology was the perfect match?
So funny that you asked, because for me it was definitely later. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have never imagined myself working in technology. I wouldn't even have thought that it would be an option for me to do that. Even though when I was a kid, I loved gaming, I was always behind the computer. I would even read manuals to try to fix things myself. But it was never an option in my mind to do that. It was also always a far from my bed show. It was also only a few years ago when I was doing an internship at a technology firm, again, by chance and pure luck that I got there. And it's there that I realized that really anyone can work in the technology space. So for me, I put my mind on becoming this subject matter expert of sustainability and sustainable supply chain management. But I realized that whether you're working in sustainability or in education or in history or even a different area, that there are so many different ways for you to not only interact with technology, but also to contribute to the development of solutions and technology as well. So it was, definitely later, and through my network that I eventually joined SAP, and now I'm combining all three things. So technology, sustainability, and supply chain management. And that's, again, something I would have never imagined possible a few years ago. But now it's crystal clear that there are so many opportunities out there, no matter what space you're working in.
Yeah, thank you, Gloria. And I am very happy to, as colleagues, that we are, to witness the passion that you are, to see the passion in your eyes when you're talking about these topics, and sharing with all internal colleagues. No, because you really inspire internal colleagues, but also our external audience, or customers and partners. Thank you for that, Gloria. And Cristina.
Yeah, so I would like to comment because I really like Gloria's answer. I don't know if you think the same, but sometimes I feel like a lot of young girls don't join technology careers because they feel they have to be in one way. Like they have kind of a prototype or idea of people that go for that. And as you said, no, like right now, at some point you can be free and do with the technology whatever you want. It's not like only one path. So I really think it's really important, or at least I felt sometimes like that, no, when I was doing my degree, like, oh, what I'm doing here. And no, then you realize that, oh, that is a neighbor to the next step. So you have to go for it.
And maybe, so Cristina, can I add something, please?
Yeah.
And there's something that I also want to clarify, and is that we are not strange people. We are normal women
No.
with a
Yes.
wonderful life, with family, with the children,
Yeah.
with friends. We like the same things as any other people. So it doesn't mean that being engineer or technology woman, it makes not you a strange person,
Yeah.
like a freak or something like that, you know. So
Indeed.
just as a clarification, because sometimes I think there is this bias that where girls think they cannot be an engineer or technology career because it's for another
you can be an
kind
engineer
of people.
and then go for a beer and then go shopping and then go with your friends out and do whatever you want. So
yeah. I have opportunity to meet during the Women in Tech Global Summit a young lady. She was extremely inspiring. She comes from Chicago, and she shared her story about that she started first after school. She started to work to follow and study to become a nurse. Okay, and then she discovered that was not the right thing. I mean, it was not the right thing for her, and due to an advice from her mother, the mother said, why don't you follow an education on coding? So she used resources on internet. So she didn't receive any, she didn't went to the university or a special institution. She just used open sources on internet. And then nowadays she's software engineering and also opening the door for other young ladies. And she was mentioning that nowadays there is no barriers with internet. If you have internet, you have access to education. And this was so inspiring, how somebody in such a young age discovered this and then listen to an advice in this case, because something that she
her mom
listen to her mom and just was curious enough to say, okay, I will try. If I don't like it, I move forward. But in this case, luckily we gain Women in Tech, and was so inspiring. She joined the event together with her mother. And I was asking to her mother, like, how did you do that? No, because when she wants to know something, she will go for it. She's a go-getter. So I knew that she is going to be triggered for coding. She will go until the end. And she knows her daughter, of course, and luckily she was very enthusiastic about it. So now we have an excellent role model ambassador, and I hope that we will invite her for one of these events to talk about it. But yeah, thank you.
Okay, so let's continue with you, Belén. So we have already said that yes, technology is a tool and an enabler for materialize your passions, and I want to go a next step in this topic. So what is the impact you are creating following your passions and using the technology to do it? You already gave us a bit some examples, but could you elaborate more on it?
Yes, sure. Well, and just for all the audience to know that we don't improvise, it's important. You really have to prepare this kind of feast. We have prepared, and I sent Cristina a wonderful video that I think will explain. We'll have an introduction to explain what we want to show. So please, Cristina, if you can share.
Yeah, Grace, if you can give access to the video.
Sure.
Let me know. Okay.
No, you are not sharing, Cristina.
No?
No.
Oh, theoretically, yes. Today the sharing, one moment.
The sharing is not sharing.
So now you see?
Let me use, yes.
Yeah, now perfect.
Coming.
There are countless planets in the known universe. And yet Earth is the only one we know of that can support and sustain life. It is a magnificent outlier in an infinite cosmos. The world is a beautiful place. Its people, environment, and spirit need to be protected, united, and sustained. And we at Airbus have a part to play. It's a responsibility that impels us to push boundaries, to build a better world for today and tomorrow, to help the world's nations and communities protect their citizens and values, and defend their strategic interests, to keep up the pace of positive, sustainable change, and to bring our beautiful world and its people closer together. All this and more will be made possible through our purpose: to pioneer sustainable aerospace for a safe and united world. The world is a beautiful place. Pioneering sustainable aerospace will help keep it that way.
I love it.
We love it. Love it.
I have to say, I am so proud of belonging to this company. When I see this video, it's always so emotional to me, because I am part of this. So I am really leading the technologies that are bringing this into reality, and that's why I feel really so proud. For us, for Airbus, it is really important. We have been pioneering the aerospace sector for decades, and we want to continue being pioneers. And now we want to pioneer sustainable aerospace. And I think it is a great challenge where there are a lot of technologies that we have to develop. So we have really to work together. It is not only one company that will solve. It is really working together with the ecosystem that we will make it happen. So for us, pioneering this sustainable world, the sustainability challenge is something that is key for us, for Airbus, to really keep this wonderful, safe and united world that I think it's everything said in this wonderful sentence.
Yeah. You have a huge challenge for sure. You have pick up something really, that we have to take care of it for sure, of our world. Right now, if you're thinking, myself, I live in the Netherlands, I want to travel to Spain, and you can do it every day if you want. Sometimes we don't realize the impact that is creating in our world, no? So I think this is a huge step, and it's a lot of people, a lot of technology, and for sure, I hope a lot of women working behind it.
Yes, sure.
Yes, I would like to thank you, Belén, for sharing with us this inspiring video, but even more, thank you for sharing your emotions.
Emotion.
This is what
Passion.
makes it different. Emotions, your passion. This makes it different.
Yes.
Because we dare to show how are we feeling about this, and this is what makes the impact. We are then talking the language of authenticity. And this is what we need to keep doing. Thank you for being like that, and thank you for sharing everything you're sharing today, Belén.
Thank you, Grace.
Yes, and now we are. I think. Let me see. I have a question for Gloria, because you are fortunate, I think, that you have found your passions. Because to be honest, and I will share my personal experience. It was a time where I was struggling for what I'm passionate about, what makes me happy at work. And I was lucky, and that's why I have to thank to Business Women Network, because at that time our chapter lead was Mariette Wine, and I just join as a participant to listen. Okay, what do they have to say about women empowerment and so on? And then I joined this employee-driven network. And this brought me to Women in Tech, because I discovered I like this. I like this women empowerment. I like this purpose to close the gender gap in tech. I like these zero inequalities and so on and so on. And then I via LinkedIn, I discovered Women in Tech, and I joined the tribe, and I am an active member of the tribe. And I'm very proud that because I follow my passions, I am here now. And I am able also to inspire together with you as our speakers to inspire our audience. So, this was my personal story about how I was struggling and how I discovered my passion. And the question to you, Gloria, what would you say about, it is about redefining your passions? Because it's like, are you struggling with that, like redefining your passions, or updating, refreshing your passions? What would you like to say to the audience regarding how can you keep updating this? How can you manage to follow and redefine your passions?
So first of all, Grace, I also love your story, because it again shows that by chance you also attended that meeting with Mariette, with the Women Business Network, and that's how you discovered your passion. So I think that would also be a key takeaway from my side, that keep exploring. If you haven't found your passion yet, keep exploring and listen to your gut feeling, because if you find your passion, it feels good. And for me in particular, well, as I said, sustainability, it's really my passion in life. It's my calling. But I have struggled with my passion as well. So I always see sustainability, since it's my passion, I see it as a curse and a blessing. So it's what gets me out of bed in the morning. It's what makes me happy. I can read about it for hours. I see it as a hobby as well. But at the same time, it's also something that I worry about. It can keep me up at night, and sometimes also make me doubt what I'm doing. But I learned that I can't solve everything. I can't solve all the problems in the world. So what really helped for me is to focus on a single scoped problem and put my best foot forward and try to make an impact in that space. So to focus on, let's say, an area, a challenge, that has really helped me to stick to my passion and also keep evolving in let's say, that scoped space. And next to that, it's also because of my team. They're the best supporters I could have ever wished for, and they really give me the feeling that I'm not doing this alone. We're in this together. So yeah, that keeps me going.
Thank you, Gloria. I feel this totally resonates to me, and the key words you mentioned was explore. So you don't need to know everything now. It doesn't matter how old are you, because where I discover I am now 46 and discovered this 6 years ago. So don't feel like if you're too young, if you're already 30 or 40 or 50 or whatever, don't be afraid to discover your passion. So I totally agree with you, Gloria. In my case, was explore, listen to your, gut feelings. Yeah, it will tell you what is good for you. What are you passionate about? This is one. And the second one is focus, because I feel totally identified. Sometimes, I want to do this and this and this, but it's impossible. It's better choose your battles, right?
Exactly.
And go for it, because we cannot change everything. And of course, we are multitasking by nature, and we would like to do everything, but it won't allow us to create the impact we could create if we are focused. So thank you about that, because this one, the last one, I need to practice a little bit more.
Me too.
Yeah, I think all of us, like in general, all women, But I will really thank you, both of you, like Grace and Gloria, for sharing your experience. And I want to say that sometimes we are hearing all the time here by chance. And I really feel sometimes like if we listen ourselves, with our actions, we create kind of that chance. Because if you don't listen, for example, Belen, you said, I felt really good at maths, for example, but maybe you arrived to your home and someone told you, or in the street, oh, you are a girl, maths, no, maybe you can do, I don't know, another thing. But if you hear that thing, then the chance is going to appear at some point because you follow that. So I think it's really important that, and also to say in loud voice that sometimes you're going to feel, like wrong or bad or dismotivated, but it's normal and we evolve. We are not the same people that we were 1 year ago. So I think that's nice. And I think technology is really good for that because it evolves also. So you have a new chance every day. At least I have that feeling. Okay, so yeah, and now I have a last question for both of you. By chance, I have to say we finished with two speakers that are really committed with sustainability. So I have a question related with that and with women. So why do you think it's really important for women to play a role in the sustainability challenge? So, for example, if you want to start, Belén.
Well, for me, I mean, the challenge we have in front of us is huge. So we really have a lot of technology challenges, and we really have to take advantage of all the talent that we have. Half of the humanity are women. So we would be stupid if we really put apart half of the talent that we have. So here I really, really think we have to take advantage of all this talent. And indeed, the more diverse, the better. In my team, I have gender diversity, experience diversity, age diversity, nationality diversity. I have people from 4 continents. So you can imagine that really solving a problem with a diverse team is much, much easier because a lot more diverse ideas come. So for me, let's take advantage of all the humanity, men and women.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, I completely echo what you're saying, Belén. As you said, the challenge is huge. We're definitely not there yet, and we can only do it together. And the more diverse the people, the more diverse the solutions that we will come up with, the higher the chance that we will be able to tackle all of the issues that we face today. So yeah, together we stand strong.
Sure. And also this, I have to add, also brings more happiness to work, because everybody can be the way they are, and they feel embraced and accept the way they are. And so everybody feels more valuable for the company. So give a sense of worth, and this is also one of the key words that appear in the
Mentimeter.
In the Mentimeter. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing all this with us today. And now I think, Grace, we can our audience, if they want to ask something or to our speakers, feel free to write it in the chat and we can read it.
Yeah, I see that most of the people are joining via LinkedIn.
Okay.
And I have received already, we have a couple of questions.
Okay.
But please keep sending your questions. Somebody's asking if we can share the link to watch it again at the replay of this video. Yes, this can be. You can share also with your colleagues, friends, and family. And another comment here is yes, it's a nice comment from one of our participants. We have a lot to do, but we can do it. So that's nice that people feel encouraged to make something about it. And there's a question regarding from Duane Wagner from on LinkedIn. Has there been conversation how positively impactful are STEAM programs to help young girls and young women gain self-confidence and love for technology? So I don't know if you would like to mention something about it. Have you, Belén or Gloria, seen any of these initiatives to have a really real impact on young women?
Yeah, I have participated in some initiatives locally in Spain, in the women network that we have in Airbus Spain. And it is really important to work on the self-esteem. So I think we have to be conscious of the power that we have. It's wonderful to be humble, and I do believe it is important to be humble. However, we have also to be conscious of the knowledge, the experience we have, and the capability we have. And how to balance that is important, especially for women. because sometimes we are not sure to give the step forward because we are not sure we will be able to do. Of course, as you said before, Grace, one of the comments, we can do it, so let's go for that.
Yes. I also would like to share very briefly, because during this Women in Tech Global Summit in Paris, we have the honor to have Dr. Christel Johnson. She's honorary president of Women in Tech Global Summit and deputy director on technology and research investments at NASA. So at NASA's Goddard and Space Flight Center. So she shared with us a very impactful action they were taking. They took girls that they were having C's, like C grades, like girls that were not really performing at school, and invite them for a program at the NASA. And at the end of this program, they discovered that the girls increased their self-esteem, and then also discovered their interest for technology. They followed them through the years after that event or this opportunity, let's say, and they discovered that they were performing better at the school in general because they were having a motivation. I mean, from a C, you can go to B to A, and because you have a goal, you see, okay, this is what I need to do to have a better future, right? And definitely tech offers so many opportunities, not only for young girls, but for everybody, because all careers are related to tech nowadays. So, and I think there are many STEAM programs at local level, a global level, that have shown the impact on young girls, at least to what you mentioned in the beginning, Belén. When you are exposed in an environment, maybe you don't have any clue about this, but you are exposed in an environment and you get inspired by a role model. If you can improve the future of at least one little girl, you will have a huge impact in many other people. So I don't know if you'd like to say something, Gloria, because I don't know if you have experience.
Yes, no, definitely. So I'd say I haven't had much experience with women or events in the past, also not in technology. I have to say there weren't many around to my awareness, but there were different other event opportunities. But what helped me the most to also gain self-esteem, even though I didn't know it at the time that my self-esteem wasn't what it is today, is that I got so much help and support from other people. So usually to bottom line, it were role models. So I had teachers that showed that they believed in me, that gave me the chance, that challenged me to do better, to look at other areas. And still today in my current team as well, I'm being challenged and supported by the people that I looked up to. And without having those people that believe in you, I wouldn't be here today. Definitely not. So I think that's also a takeaway for everyone. And as I grow in my career, grow older as well, I also become more aware that I myself can also play that role for someone else, even today or maybe in the future. So we can all inspire someone and help people in that regard.
Totally agree. Yeah. Thank you very much. We, fortunately, the time is up, and I just would like to thank you for sharing the takeaways, Cristina. I don't know, Belén, if you would like to share one or two takeaways.
Well, for me, first of all, thank you for organizing this wonderful event, and thank you for letting me be part of this. As my takeaway, I would like to say that, I mean, if you really want to do it, you can do it. So I have a motto that is the motto of my life, is the only thing you cannot do is doing nothing. And I share this motto with you because you have to do something.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Belén, Gloria, Cristina. I think we are very happy with this event. Thank you for I don't have words.
Thank you so much.
And we really would love to see you more often in this Women in Tech platform, virtually and on site. Because
I hope one day on site. But thank you for sharing so much.
And thank you, Women in Tech Global Movement and Women in Tech the Netherlands, and also for allowing us to support this event with SAP Business Women Network. Thank you very much to everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, the morning, of the afternoon, because
wherever you are,
wherever you are, I see people from everywhere. Thank you for everything, and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye.